Welcome back to another week of FaceOff Around the Culture, the number one HBCU band podcast. I'm your host Horatio.
My name is Vidal. What we got going on this week, man?
Hey man, we are literally winding down on our season. This great season that we had, this 2025 band Renaissance year is really coming to an end. We said kind of last week that with what was it, the CIAA championship getting crowned. This week the MEAC championship got crowned, so we knew that a lot of our excitement for the bands were coming to an end. But we had some good matchups, man. What did you think about this week, closing out the year, man?
This is a great exclamation point to a fantastic season that we had this year. A few matchups that we had going on. Still an eventful band weekend and a lot of anticipation because even though the seasons are done, we have a little bit of extracurricular for the weeks to follow.
Yeah, man. Want to get into some band news to start. The holiday season's coming up. Thanksgiving is coming up. Happy Thanksgiving. It's so crazy, bro. I though I'm a full adult, I still feel that kind of like Thanksgiving break, like that week. You know how you kind of slack
Right.
off that week. You still kind of
Yes.
feel that as an adult, like you still want to participate, even in your regular job. It's Thanksgiving, holiday weekend, but no, you still gotta, what I'm saying, show up and. But yeah. But with that being said, of course, um, sometimes we have HBC bands that participate in the
Mhm.
Thanksgiving, the May Thanksgiving Day parade.
You cut out on me.
That's always a great honor.
You good. You
Absolutely.
mentioned the Macy's or no, yeah, Macy's Thanksgiving. You cut out on me for a second.
Oh no, I said that's always a great honor.
Oh, okay.
Um, Alcorn, that parade is always a great honor. So shout out to them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, let's get into it. So this week, hey man, this week the theme literally is the end of the year. We're gonna talk about kind of just a wrap up, um, primarily of the year, who we thought did the best not only this week but throughout the season. I really think we need to put some respect on Alcorn's name. I really think they end out the year strong. We're gonna talk about them in a minute, obviously, but
Right.
they've been really hitting for me. And top of the year, I was really Alabama State, but I think towards the end, I'm really going Alcorn, just on how they really close out the year. But yeah, let's go and get into it, man.
Yeah, man.
So we had two battles. Let's get into North Carolina Central versus Morgan State. Now we've been praying, hoping for a MEAC battle of some sort, and this was it. Um, at Morgan, we don't really see a lot of bands take the trip up there, so I thought that was interesting to see.
Right.
What are your expectations going into this? Who do you think that would win when you see these two match up?
When we started off early in the season, we saw North Carolina Central in person. They were a sight to see, and they have been a great builder program with an aggressive attitude. Coming up to Morgan, I thought they would show a lot, show improve a lot, have a lot to display in their book. I don't know if it was just me, but they seemed kind of small in the stands compared to when seen them early in the year. I don't know if that's just how the school year plays out, or if it's the way the fans are oriented. But coming into it, I really thought it was a big style clash. Central to be a more aggressive type band. Morgan, they have I would say a more typically balanced sound, not as aggressive in their play calling, not really trying to be in your face with it, but they have some nice selections. So I thought it was a style clash coming into it. What were your thought processes coming into this battle?
Um, I would say the same. It kind of played out how I thought it was going to be. Central kind of being aggressive in this battle.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly how I thought it was going to be. I mean, also too, man. Looking at Central's book, their book is really like good. Um, like they have a diverse book in my opinion, and I thought it was going to play well against a Morgan who has a lot of like strong, like tag punchy type songs, but to me, not real full fifth quarter type songs that can really like knock you out. Like they have a lot of songs that they'll play at the beginning, and they'll play the same thing over again, like
Yeah, yeah.
the same part, just like louder, stuff like that, but not like really like, oh my god, like that arrangement took you out. So I feel like compared to Morgan, Central would really
Right.
like shine in that way, and they did. So it started off with I didn't write every song, but it started off with a neck battle. I think we were and it's another thing too with Morgan, bro. You got to really gear off your own identity, bro. There were multiple times in this battle where they played the same song back. It's like, come on, man. Like that's kind of like high schoolish in a way. Like I feel like when you have an established identity, you can really like you don't really have to when you hear a band play a song that you have, go, well, let's play it again. It's like we're in our own bag. We can do our own thing.
Right.
That's kind of like I feel like the identity that you need to have in these type of situations. But hey, so start off with a neck battle, cool. They also, like I said, played Sean, the Sean song "Bad Boys," which I forgot who the new artist that plays that song, but they played that as well. Again, it's like
Mhm.
to me wasn't the best choice, but I feel like Central won this. They did a good job. A good part about Morgan State, they have good tubas as well. I
Mhm.
feel like their tubas are pretty good. But overall, man, I'm giving it to Central. Had a better showing, in my opinion, a better book, and just I don't know, it was just a better um everything from Central, in my opinion. What you think?
Man, I had Central with the late win. I actually ended up giving Morgan some of these early rounds.
Really?
Because I felt like what Central was playing, they didn't have a trumpet section to support it. They
Mm-hmm.
have a good low brass section, good baritones, good strong tuba section, but the trumpet section was just not really carrying the song. It got to a point where it's just random parts just kind of blaring out without the continuity that I felt like Morgan had with their songs, even though they weren't really um, maybe technically impressive or very
Mm-hmm.
risk taking. I felt like they were more complete. But after like the first two rounds, I felt like Central really got in there. Okay, this is where we can comfortably be at. These are our arrangements that we have that are more comfortable, that fit the size and style of the band that we have. A notable song selection for Morgan, by the way, for me, is they played "The Death of Don Fanucci" fanfare. I
Yes.
was like, haven't heard
Yeah.
this one in a minute. That was really
Right.
cool to hear. So shout out to Morgan. I think that Morgan's a program that's doing some good things. I just want them to really like lean in more into themselves. It's it seems like they could use more of a defined identity for them for even their style of play. I really have a lot of respect for the bands to where everything about the band makes sense. Everything from the style of play, the uniforms, the identity, how the field shows approach. So I think Morgan could take that up to another level. We seen Central taking on the aggressor role, which is what it is, a sound machine. So it's like it kind of goes
Mhm.
hand in hand with that for me. But ultimately, I had Central taking this one. Felt like they was an aggressor, had some unique song selections. I felt like they showed more diversity and was in control of the battle more. So I give it to them for those reasons.
Yeah, man. I mean, this year has been a really good year for them. Like they've really taken the opportunities and shown out from the Capital Battle of the Bands all the way up to now. Um, they really have gotten on my list. They did a good battle with A&T. Like this has really been a good standout year for Central. So shout out to them, man. I'm excited to see where they go and how far they go, man. Okay, now get into our last battle, really, um, and the standout
Right.
battle of the week, the Soul Bowl, Jackson State versus Alcorn. I thought this was a great battle, man. This to me not only
I gotta clear
showcases
this up.
it.
I gotta
What's
clear
up?
this up. All right. When it's in Jackson, it is the Capital City Classic.
Oh,
When it's in Alcorn, it is the
oh,
Soul
okay, okay. Thank you for saying. I didn't know. I didn't know
Bowl.
the matchup,
we,
but that makes so
yeah.
much sense because every time I said that, it's been at Alcorn. Every time I've seen those like
Mm-hmm.
videos, it's been at Alcorn. So definitely, I appreciate that. Okay, so this showcase to me, just all in all, the state of Mississippi in HBCU bands. Like this was really good. I think this is. I mean, we talked about a lot of these bands, man, are going to when they play Jackson are really getting off and getting some like good tape out there. You know what I'm saying? And this week was not going to be the slightest. So there was hella soul in that bowl, most definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, now, what do you think? What do you think about the battle in totality? Like, did you think both bands came to play? Who do you think won? Just give me,
Man, that was an intense, good battle, man. I expected as much from Alcorn coming in with an aggressive nature. I was all wondering coming into the battle, what are they gonna do for the dynamic play calling and style that Jackson State possesses when they come
Mhm.
to the fifth quarter? And I felt like they did a pretty good job at staying true to themselves and also showing improvement. Thinking about Jackson State this year, regardless of how we feel about this compared to other Jacksons, I think this season in particular, they made everybody pull out their absolute best.
Yeah.
I could say that for sure. When he played Jackson, it was something new from the opposing band, really something different that was like your absolute best. So for even Jackson State to come out on top in a lot of these situations when the other bands presented their best effort, their best showing, is kudos to them, man. We had a lot of notable songs in this fifth quarter from both bands, in my opinion. Things stand out. Knocking the Boots was like my number one top memorable thing song from Alcorn,
Mhm.
and then Jackson State. Well, for me, it was Lil Wayne, "Misunderstood," and then they also played a K-pop tune. I looked it up. This thing had 834 million views, Horatio.
Mhm.
I said, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay."
It's it's crazy how like you might not be tapped in on something, but it's actually like super huge. So let's get into the
Mm-hmm.
whole. I got the whole song rundown. So the first song is a song by Quavo that Alcon played called "Overhoes and Bitches" by Quavo.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. That was like kind of like set the tone. I thought it was good. Jackson played "Misunderstood" by Lil Wayne. Um, Alcon played "Black and Gold" by Sansport. They've been playing that song for like a while. Like their UFOs really go crazy on that song. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
standout to me UFO song. It's fast. They played the song "Golden." I say great song choice, different. Now, when they get into the ballads, this is when I thought Jackson may have lost a round in this whole battle. They play "Human" by Lenny Kravitz. I thought that was really good. Jackson plays "Pretty Wings." I think that's a little bit better, just a little bit better, but really good. Like round, you know what I'm saying? Like you really
Mm-hmm.
couldn't tell. There wasn't a big difference. Alcon plays "Knocking the Boots." They're at the top of the round. Jackson plays "Hello," which is a song they played before, but they play a new song, "Magnet" by Cardi B. I felt like Knocking the Boots took that round. So for me, they took that round and possibly took the Human Pretty Wings round as well. And they only won the K-pop because it's a newer song and it's a different song choice. But I feel like the song they played was great too, the Black and Gold. So I mean, and then right after that, they played this mix of what was it? It was Scare the Dark, it was Kill Shot, it was Jackson
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah.
And this was we kind of talked about this last week too. Like when you're on top, these bands are going to come for you specifically that you may not have a response for. So I feel like even the song that they played back was kind of like I'm like Jackson. I mean, because it's hard to match the moment, because they got signs and they're
Mm-hmm.
like they're playing your song specifically. So it's kind of hard to match that energy. So for me, I'm like they kind of took 3 rounds if you want. I mean, not took it, but it's in the air, and this is where this is good about
Mm-hmm.
HBCU bands. You kind of go back and forth. But to me, this is kind of the hardest challenge that Jackson has faced this whole year. We've kind of said that a lot, but I really think between who them and
Bam
what you
State.
say, no, not Bama State. I would say
Southern
Valley.
Valley. Nah.
I would say Valley, but yeah. Go ahead. What you think before we can close out the rest of these songs?
Well,
Because after that was Pipe Down. Jackson played Pipe Down, and then Jackson played another song, Went West. They've been playing them songs all year.
mm-hmm. So coming into it, I really like Alcorn's first song. I already said "Misunderstood." I thought that was just a big moment, opening a lot of hits. You got Travis Pruitt conducting. It was very, very like the walls opened up on that initial song. Alcorn followed up, and this is not the round they played the Lenny Kravitz, but this played Black and Gold with this one.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like Golden. It's kind of crazy, like Black and Gold, and they play Golden. I
Right.
think just song for song, without even knowing each of them, I like Jackson's execution, song selection. I think the arrangement was a lot more. I
Mm-hmm.
think giving the edge to Jackson so far in these 2 rounds for me, because even though I do like Alcorn's arrangements, band for band, I can tell like Jackson is doing better. They're not as
Yeah.
pitchy. They sound clean. And
Mm-hmm.
their intensity is still above Alcorn's, where Alcorn derives a lot of his power from the euphonium baritone section, which
Right.
is big and out there. But I feel like Jackson gave me more completeness in the whole program. So now we at the ballot round. I enjoyed the Lenny Kravitz piece. It was real nice. I thought, just like you did, the Pretty Wings was just a little notch better. It wasn't executed all the way to where I felt like it could have just stole the show, because I felt like the potential and arrangement was there to really just take over the
Mm-hmm.
battle, but it just didn't quite gel yet at that point. I gave Alcorn the knock and boost round.
Right.
I don't think Hello with the Cardi B was really changing anything that the knock and boost did. I think
Yeah.
it was a great response, and I think Alcorn had that was like a must-win round for that song selection right there, because
Mm-hmm.
my first watch, I'm like, if they don't respond to this Pretty Wings very well, this could be ugly. This could be ugly.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Oh,
have them.
hold on, real quick. Also, to me,
Mm-hmm.
a slip in song selection for Jackson. Like, don't play a stupid rap, not like a rap tune right after that. Kind of do like something where the crowd can kind of like bounce, because like that was
Mm-hmm.
such a great arrangement. It's a switching tone. You know what I'm saying? That I feel like you couldn't win this if you play this type of song. Cardi B song
Yeah.
after that, it just didn't match.
Yeah, it really didn't make
Yeah.
so much sense
My
for
mama, go
me.
ahead.
Yeah, like only reason I thought, I was like, maybe they just trying to pull something with Alcorn, crank up, so they crank back and then like hit them with something else. That's like the only way I felt like that was going
Yeah.
to be like a conducive round. But I had Alcorn taking that round. Now, I'm in mixed feelings about this Alcorn Jackson State mix thing. All the songs that Alcorn played, I played those songs.
Okay.
I played, even though I wasn't in 13 when they premiered Ain't Worried About Nothing, I played it again when I was in the band. At that point, you play like
Mm-hmm.
3, that's less I'm coming at you, more like I'm paying homage. That's what it feels like to me. Because who else, let's be honest,
Yeah.
who else can you pick 3 songs out of a 15-year span that the people know that's going to have an impact? You have to be a special band to be able to do that against. You can't do that
Yeah.
against Grambling. You can't do that
Yeah.
against
And these aren't
Georgia Southern.
school songs per se. These are
Right.
like songs that they have taken and made kind of popular in the band world. So yeah, I mean, because I've seen those. I've seen those clips on Instagram. Like Alcorn plays Jackson State's, like, I'm like, wow, But that show, like we talked about last week, that is the type of stuff that happens when you're on that type of level. So it's of course it is a compliment, but it was executed well. We can't say that it was executed well by Alcorn. So we can't say like it was bad. But yeah, they could have chose one. You know what I'm saying? Out of those three.
Like, come on, give me 2, give me 1, 2, right? 3 is
Yeah, yeah.
like, all right. And then closing out with Jackson, they I forgot the name of that song it was, but I liked it. It was pretty cool. I did have Jackson edging out this one. First watch I gave Alcorn just the knock and boost round. Second watch I
Mm-hmm.
gave him 2 out of 5. With Jackson State winning in totality. I think Jackson, when I think about this band for band, I think Jackson was the better band. I think Alcorn had great moments and great selections, good arrangements. But I think about whole quality big picture is I think Jackson produced a better presentation that day.
Yeah. Shannon says Alcorn played back all the songs they got smacked to in the past, but boy, they was playing. No, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's a funny way to look at it. I mean, that's so true. They were just collecting all the songs that they took L's to and was like, hey, we're gonna reuse these when we have a better band. But you're right though. Jackson State really, when you're watching Alcorn, they're so intense. You're thinking, hopefully, because that's a good thing about watching band is that you get when a band is playing, you watch the full thing, you get back on their program. So now watching Alcorn, I'm like, wow, man, this is really good. And you go, damn, that was super intense. How is Jackson going to respond to this? And they end up doing it in a more technically sound way. You go, wow, this really shows that your intensity can match your technicality. You know what I'm saying? And they do a good job in presenting that. So shout out to Jackson State, man. Edged out this battle as well. To me, I gave him one more round than what you did. I gave him the battle round. I gave him the knocking the boots round, and I gave him the mix round because it was a moment. And Jackson State, everybody's getting a moment out of Jackson State this year. So might as well get yours. And to me, they did. So they took three. I guess they took 3 out of the 5. Okay, I don't know, man.
So then you would have Alcorn winning.
I'll have Alcorn winning this, but strictly upon strategy alone, not necessarily because of course I feel like Jackson was the better band, but with song selection, yeah, man, they won the first 2 rounds. Yeah, man. I don't know. I think I might have a tie. And when I was watching this, I was really hoping to see your opinion. But yeah, man. Great. I mean,
they did really good, man. They did real good. To me, it's like what sealed the deal for me is I like what Alcorn is doing. I can't say this is better. Strategically sound, yes. Good, yes. Is it better? Like, can't say that.
True.
I like. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's better, but it is more intense. And sometimes in the moment, they can call situations to have it fit the crowd and fit the situation. So I mean, I feel like they're doing a good job in playing their game, like we've been talking about all year. But great battle between these two, man. I'm very excited to see. I mean, both of these bands in the future. Great way to end off the year with these 2 programs. Anything left for just the end of this season? Man, this week before we get into next week, we don't really have that many next week's matchups. But before we get into it,
man, let's talk about the SWAC for a minute. I was thinking about this, and I know you alluded to this a little bit earlier, but I think the wild cards for just the overall SWAC lineup or standings. Where do you have Alcorn and where do you have Bama State?
Mm-hmm.
And where do you have Southern?
Oh. Okay. I think of course at the top we have Jackson State, right? And I think below them we gotta go Alcorn, bro. I feel like Alcorn's a little bit better than Bama State.
Southern beat Alcorn.
Right. Okay. So I mean, it's Jackson Southern.
But then Bama State beat Southern.
Bama State. I know. See, this is what happens, man. Okay. You have to take really the majority of their performances this year to really judge them, not just them against them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's really hard. I mean, the 2 mix-up bands is really Alcorn and Alabama State. Like, those 2 programs. But I mean, you got to throw Valley in there too, man. Valley's been hidden as well, so I would throw them. I mean, those are the top 5 bands in the SWAC. I guess leaving out Texas Southern. But I mean, the SWAC is really killing it right now, man. That's great competition. That's great. You know what I'm saying? That's good. That's great.
Right. It's tough. Because I'm looking like even let's look at the other side of things. I'm like Grambling or FAMU this year. Stands only.
Grambling. You saying some people would choose
maybe?
Yeah. Maybe. All right. Next week predictions. Man, we only have 2 games next week. And one of them is going to be Grambling versus Southern.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Grambling, this should be good. I mean, Southern's going to do well. I mean, of course, they always do. I'm guessing they're having that. We can talk about that uh, Friday night battle that they have.
Yeah,
So that's gonna be good. I
but
got Southern going in, and we have Tuskegee and Alabama State.
okay, yeah. Bama State. Shout out to Tuskegee this year, man. They've actually had some good competition matchups, showings through the
Yeah, they
Battle
have
of the
some good
Bands
showing.
this year. They play Jackson this year as well, and they will also see Bama State.
Yeah, they've had some good showings, man. Shout out to them. Uh, okay, man.
Miles too.
Yeah, okay, man. We can go to band of the week. We can close out band of the week. Who was your band of the week this week? Like I said, we only had 2 battles. Who you thought did the best this week?
All right, band of the week, Jackson this week for me, man.
Jackson, man. It's only right we have to give the band of the week, the last band of the week, to the best band this year, and that is Jackson State. Did a great job at you said the Capitol Battle. What was it? What did you say?
Capital City Classic. It's crazy.
Capital City. They did a great job.
Yeah.
Great showing at that. I thought they did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Jackson State is the band of the week for me, man.
They had a tough year, man. It's just
I'm not.
They had some competition this year, man. Like every time other bands play Jackson, I'm like, yo, this is something phenomenal that the other band is coming across with, man. They don't pull no punches. It's real intense, and a lot of creativity. It's almost seeming like, a lot of bands I wouldn't say used to. They still come at Southern with their A game, but I don't feel as though like presently they try to pull like tricks or something unique or different when battling Southern like they do Jackson State.
Yeah, absolutely, man. All right, bro. I don't know if we're gonna be back next week, but if anything, we will be back to talk about the Celebration Bowl.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, guys, that's been another week of Face Off Around the Culture. You can follow the page at It's a Face Off. You follow me on all social media at Horatio Radio.
You can follow me on Instagram at Vidal. Happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much.
Absolutely, guys. We appreciate you guys, and see you next week.
Peace.
FaceOff is a media and entertainment network creating dynamic spaces for band culture and music competition.
And at heart, we are community creators that are focused on building innovative experiences to express our culture authentically.
Founded by Javon Austin and Rich Trotman, FaceOff launched with On the Kit.
So On the Kit is a 3-way versatile drum battle league where drummers compete head-to-head for 4 quarters for the title of the ultimate all-around drummer.
The champion himself.
That feeling right there is just what drives me.
Amazing. I mean, your strength, your agility, the power that you play with is crazy, insane.
At face value, we're a multimedia and entertainment company where we want to be the go-to hub for all things of our band culture. So from show-style marching band to stage band to the drums and more. So when it comes to providing information, broadcasting, and engagement, we want to be that space.